morning, everybody. I just woke up, rolled out of bed, and had a wake and bake session. I didn't even brush my hair, but I show all this, AI shit. This is me in my real element. Just woke up. And I had to wake and bake because my temper was flaring this morning. All right, so for all of you that haven't been following my story, a long time ago, I haven't done this in a while, but I used to be a part of an organization that helped women and men get out of bad situations, as in abusive situations. And they would send people like me in with the victim because I'm experienced in fighting. I'm not gonna get into that. But so I know how to defend myself. I can defend myself against men, and like 3 times my size, just from my training. I was very lucky in the aspect of I learned from somebody who was from Japan, who taught me traditional karate. And then when I was older, I got picked up by a retired Navy SEAL who did MMA training on the side. And he taught me to get out of any situation. Because let's face it, at that time I was about a $115, if that, scrawny, and like everyone I faced was going to be bigger than me. I was pint size. So I was very fortunate in that aspect of getting that training on top of being a black belt. I did get, I guess, some military training. He didn't train me to, well, yeah, he did. He did train me to kill, but only if I couldn't get out. And if it was my life or theirs, I'm living, okay? You have a right to defend your life. It's even in the Bible. So, someone tries to take me out, they're going to have a bad day because I ain't going to make it easy. Can't guarantee that I will live because some motherfuckers just shoot you in the back of the head and you don't even see it coming. So, that would suck. I hope to God that never happens. But, you know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, I know what to do, so I'll live. You can't predict that. But anyway, so I was part of this organization, and out of all the times I went, there was only a few times that I had to get physical. And my whole point of being there was not to incite things or create a worse situation. My job was to diffuse it, and if I couldn't diffuse it, to defend the person and get them out. Whatever they could grab and get them out. If I did my job, they could get all of their stuff. And this is not something I was ever paid for, so it's not like a paid hit or a paid, whatever you want to call it. There's no money exchange, so it can't be like a person for hire. I was literally there, oftentimes working right along with the police. I was either there until the police showed up, and then I would sneaky Pete let the police handle it. If they didn't want to go to the police, because I know people don't like to say this, but there's only so much the police can do. They can give you a little piece of paper that says this person can't come set amount of feet from you, and they're always late and someone dies for it. When they call like, oh, this person's breaking this piece of paper that's supposed to protect my life, and it takes that cop 45 minutes to get there, that person's body is cold when they arrive. So people like me exist because the system fails. Okay, so somebody will call and be like, hey, they're going to work, I have 5 hours to get me and my kids' stuff out, can you come in case they come home? That was often what I was dealing with. Most of the time, the person didn't know the person was leaving, and that was how they got out safely. I was just there as a just in case. There were quite a few times that the person caught on, or the person just wasn't giving them any room because they sensed that the other person wanted to leave. So I would have to get into the house, of course with permission from the victim, because you can't just break into other people's houses. they would call out, I need help. Yes, I give you permission to come into my home. I would find a way in. Okay? Again, another part of SEAL training. Thank you. It's helped a lot of people. And so, anyway, long story short, there was a couple times that I had to get physical, and this person, there are levels before I would get physical because I know what these people's MO is. If they can prove that they were victimized in the situation, it will make them look better in court as not the abuser. So I'm not giving this person any ammo, man or woman. I don't want them to use any aspect of this night for their gain in the courtroom. Because most of these people have kids, and it's not good for the kids to be around these people either. So I have the legal brain. So I'm the fighter and the legal mind. I was like the deadly weapon in this aspect. Not that I was a weapon. But anyway, with all this shit kicking up, I might have to go back in, and I could, be in trouble for helping these women. It's not likely. It's not looking like they have anything to really get me on, because the 3 people that I hurt, the first guy I broke their nose, but I let him scratch my neck. I had marks, so that was proven as self-defense, and I did so in full view of a camera because I'm smart and everything is audio and video covered. So it was in clear defense that I knocked him over. I was like, if you get up again, I'm gonna hurt you. I said that 3 times, and he kept coming for me, so that was cleared. And then the second one, I was helping. The victim was in front of me. She had stuff in her hands. He was breathing down her neck, so I had nothing in my hand, but I didn't go down the stairs with my back turned. I was kind of like my back to the wall so I could see him and I could see her, and he wasn't getting past me to the stairs, so I kind of had to go down the stairs with my back to the wall, and he grabbed for my neck. I let him grab it, again in full view of the camera, and I just did the very simple knock his arm, and I elbowed him in the face, which was enough for him to get down, and we got out. That was proven as also self-defense, clear, precise. Like, I didn't continue to fight him. I just got him off, and I got out. Self-defense. So the third time was I was sitting in the chair against the door. Like, the door was open. I had the chair in front of the door. She was packing. I was just sitting there, and he's pacing the hall. I said, you can pace the hall. You can talk. You can vent. But you can't come in this room while she's packing. You guys need space. So I was sitting in the chair. He actually, in full view of the camera, kicked me twice in the leg. I did not react. I just stayed, and I only said verbally, if you hurt me again, I'm going to stand up. If I need to stand up, I'm going to feel threatened. And if I feel threatened, I'm going to defend myself and her. This is your last warning. Do not touch me again. So about 2 or 3 minutes went by, and he hit me in the back of the head, just like a... And so I stood up, did not touch him. I said, I am standing now. I feel threatened. You touch me again, and I'm going to physically assault you. I've gave you 2 verbal warnings now. Next time, there will be no speaking. I will hurt you. I am certified. I am trained. You crossed the line. Don't cross it again. I'm giving you the opportunity to keep a peaceful resolve here. She's leaving, whether you want to or not. Let's just keep the peace. 2 minutes went by. He slapped me on this side of my face. I caught his hand, and I, in the same movement, elbowed him. Again, went down. She went out the side door. I followed. I did not continue to stay to hurt him, founded as self-defense. But now I might have to go back in and re-explain myself for all this government shit. I wasn't helping immigrants. I was helping American citizens. And if your programs and if your fucking society standards work, I wouldn't need to exist. I didn't have help when I needed help. I exist to help other people. I don't give a fuck if that's within your legal limit. I defended myself. I did my job. Period.